Lost Returns beat G2 and MKOI while everyone is beating everyone, with KC and KC Blue being the only teams to be consistent.
That's what I'm talking about!
Also, the INT circle finally got to its full circle moment, so welcome back to the LEC check-in week 3. Saturday started with Heretics losing to the retirement home, Na'Vi losing the battle for third against Giant X, and Fnatic continued to struggle a little bit with losing to Shifters. After that, G2 farmed their win against KCB before Vitality won the French battle against KC. And if you think that's an upset like the Fnatic bot laner, you hadn't had LR winning against MKOI on your bingo list, right? And they did. So what the hell, LeBron James, was that? And that was just day 1. Saturday then started with Na'Vi winning against Shifters before we had the battle of the two bottom teams with Heretics and KCB. Heretics won, taking their third win, leaving KC Blue behind with just one win for now. Poor KCB, to be honest. Vitality then won against Giant X before MKOI beat the retirement home SK and KC stomped Fnatic. But now it was time for G2 to take on the Lost Returns, and G2 is kinda struggling right now, while Lost Returns is on their high with a 3-game winning streak after winning to Heretics, Shifters, and now MKOI, and they got to extend it to 4 with a win over G2. The game was kinda even, G2 not really taking the upper hand the whole game, making LR go 4-4. Same score as G2 actually at this point. By the way, I would really appreciate a like or a sub if you like my content, as well as a comment on how to improve my content. Thank you very much, and we are getting into day 3. Monday, Fnatic learned how to win again thanks to KCB, and SK lost to Giant X before we got Na'Vi to break the Lost Returns winning streak. Kinda sad, but 4 games in a row is kinda impressive, and they can still make playoffs, so no worries here at all. After that, G2 got to win a game again against Vitality before Heretics upset MKOI and KC won against Shifters, leaving us with the following standings. In the last place, we've got KC Blue 1-8. Kinda sad for them, they are not able to make playoffs anymore. So 0-7 in the chat for KC Blue. After that, we got SK and Shifters with 3-6 scoreline. Then we've got Heretics and Lost Returns with 4-5, Vitality, KOI, G2 and Fnatic with 5-4, and on the top end we've got Na'Vi and Giant X with 6-3, and on top Karmine Corp in first place with 7-2. And in my opinion right now, only KC, Giant X and Na'Vi really are safe for playoffs. I mean, I don't know exactly how it works, but if everything runs downhill from now on for Fnatic, KOI and G2, I think they can all fall out of playoffs. Maybe not all 3 at the same time, but one of them or 2 of them, especially because KOI and G2 lost to Lost Returns, who are maybe kind of on the spot for the last playoff spot, and Lost Returns got the head-to-head against both of these, so this could be an upset, like the German bot laner, you know. And I mean, if we're honest, we can't predict LEC this year at all, because if we look just at the matches that played this week or last week, we had Vitality beating KC. That's okay for now, but then we've got Heretics beating KOI and Lost Returns winning against MKOI and G2, and these are just matches from week 3. If anybody told me that 1 week before Split started, I would have never believed. But I would be in for sure, because it's just so fun, all these best of 1 maniac matches. It's just unpredictable, and still we kinda don't know what's happening in the end. Now I wanna take a look at the most beautiful and complex thing the LEC versus 2020-26 ever produced, and this is going to be the INT circle. And you can just look at it how you want. I'm just gonna start at G2, the champion of LEC Summer 2020-25, and I will take you on a ride on this carousel, starting off with G2 beating Shifters, who beat Fnatic. Fnatic got to win against Vitality, who won the French orc battle against KC. KC run over Na'Vi, who run over the retirement home SK, who got to beat Team Heretics. Heretics won against Giant X, and Giant X won against MKOI. MKOI won the Spain against French 2 battle, and French 2 only managed to get 1 win in best of 1s, but that's against Lost Returns, who upset G2. G2 then beat Shifters, who beat Fnatic.
Fnatic got to win against Vitality, who won the French orc battle against KC. KC run over Na'Vi, who run over the retirement home SK, who got to beat Team Heretics.
there is no end to the INT cycle. Or is there? Because we just got 2 more days of regular season in front of us before 8 teams are going to advance to playoffs. And these 2 days are full of very important matches, because on Saturday we start with Heretics and Shifters taking on Fnatic and KCB. For both teams, really important wins on the board to stay in the playoffs race, while Fnatic wants to strengthen their standings in the upper half of the bracket, and KCB, who sadly can't make playoffs anymore, still want to upset some of the higher teams, so they're trying their best for sure. After that, there's probably the most important match for Los Ratones until now, because they got to play against SK, and if they win, they are most likely to advance to playoffs, while when they lose, SK got the head-to-head and they with the same score, so SK would probably kick them out. So most important match for them, depending also on the other outcomes, but for now it's very important. G2 against Na'Vi will show if G2 can take on the top 3, and Vitality versus MKOI is just midfield mayhem. What's crazy to say when we are talking about MKOI. After that, we've got first against second with KC against Giant X, before we get Los Ratones against Vitality on the last day of regular season. Some other highlights of the last day will be SK against Shifters for playoffs, Na'Vi versus Koi to see who's better right now, and of course the El Clasico at the last best of 1 of the year, Fnatic against G2. And you heard it right, after that game we are free of best of 1s. Finally, I can't believe it. And that's where we are right now. I hope you enjoyed my LEC check-in. If so, please leave a like and a comment. If you don't want to miss any of my new content, updates, news, everything, etc., PP, consider a sub, and don't forget to ring the bell, and I will see you guys in the next one, cause League never sleeps.